As we continue from where we left off in the last chapter, we are in a room filled with higher-ups discussing the now available hunter shop, while two hunters are beckoned into the room. The hunter with the ability to open up the hunter shop uses said ability. After it's open, the higher-ups are underwhelmed, saying that for how flashy that ability was, they didn't see anything, while confirming with the others that they didn't see anything either. After saying this, the telepathic hunter who was accompanying the creation hunter uses her telepathic abilities and shows the higher-ups the shop. They get extremely excited and start to state how, compared to normal stores, everything in the shop is extremely cheaper, and they begin to discuss how they can make a profit off of buying and selling what's in the shop. I'm not gonna lie, they sound like scalpers, OD scalpers. The president interrupts them and says, the fate of the nation rests on this matter, so everything you hear must be kept a secret. And the state will assign 2 S-class hunters to the cash shop hunter, Mr. Kang-woo, for protection. While the telepathic hunter looks at them confused, with no mention of her getting guards. I'm not gonna lie, them not giving her guards is kind of sus because she allows them to see the shop. I guess she's disposable. Now we pan back over to you after you opened the hunter's store. A notification appears saying, congratulations, nameless god. You have met the requirements needed to unlock the god shop. Like in the last chapter, he opens up the shop by using only 100 gold he acquired from the previous night. When he does this, the coins disappear. You thinks, only strange coins appeared till now. But what if I can be like Kang-woo, the creation type hunter? I know there's bound to be a night and day difference between S-class and G-class, but let's see if I can at least make a little pretty penny off of this. You use the shop to see that he's unable to read the letters, similar to how he couldn't read the text from the ant in the first chapter. He thinks, what does this mean? Also, 10, 100, 100,000, 10,000? Then he came to the startling realization that it took him all night to get 300 coins. He thinks, what are these prices? It's like the prices of eggs. As he says this, the shop starts to scroll like a lottery machine, stopping at the cheapest thing on the list, costing only 100 gold. It moved on its own and stopped here. Does that mean it wants me to buy this? Bling. You brought the blind god's eye, unique authority. Blind god's eye, unique authority? What use are blind god's eyes? You suddenly goes blind and starts to freak out. My eyes, I can't see what's going on. I didn't actually go blind, did I? As Yu shuffles to look for his phone, he stubs his toe on a corner and raves in pain. Oh, I can see again. Phew, that was terrifying. I can read the letters now. Yu's now able to read everything in the shop. We see Flames of Gehenna, Basic Item Pandora's Box, Planet Devour, Time and Space Regression. Yu states all of these have some exuberant names. Wait, what's this? He focuses in on a skill. He sees a skill with the category of Transcendent God, Exclusive Authority, Creation, Transcendent Class, Price $1 billion. Feel like I became a protagonist of a novel. G-Class. D-Class is G-Class till death, and the same thing with S-Class, but what if? Is there anything I could buy? As he scrolls down, he finds the holy grail of abilities. God's Crushing Index Finger. Ability type, growth. Since this is all I can buy, let's get it. Bling! You brought God's Crushing Index Finger, unique authority. As he looks at his finger bewildered, he starts to wonder if God's Crushing Index Finger was a skill. And as he says this, the AC turns on. God's Crushing Index Finger. God's Crushing Index Finger. God's Crushing Index Finger. Index Finger. As he begins to turn on all the appliances in his house with the ability he just acquired, he comes to a realization. I think this ability is a remote control. As we begin the next chapter, we see Yu trying to use his ability to complete his novel, but to no avail. And he says, as expected, I can't write a novel using this one ability. As he thinks that, his phone goes off. He sees that the caller ID says, great man in charge, and it turns out to be his manager. As he answers, he hears his boss screaming in his ear. Wow, Mr. Web Novelist, what you sent me before was so fun to read. As the manager screams into his ear, I was so surprised. And you think, so the story about killing these weak ants is fun? Yes, the subject was unique. It's the real deal. It's just one big problem. You're not subscribed to TJ Reads Manwha. I'm sorry. I had to do the selfless plug, but now let's rewind. Yes, the subject was unique. It's the real deal. There's just one big problem. There's not another chapter. When's the next chapter dropping? You gets furious. This bastard, I got scared. Give me 2 days. No, 3 days. I'll send it to you once I'm finished. Whoa, Mr. Novelist, I wasn't looking forward to it that much, but now I am, as the boss hangs up. So, the story about me killing these weak ants is fun? Let's go. As you starts to tap ferociously on the phone and coins pop out left and right, a notification appears. Bling. Number 302 has been crushed to death. One god coin, Dark, has been rewarded. As we look at you, we notice that all day he's been tapping and tapping away on his phone as he continues to rack up coins that pile up and stack in his room. And as all the coins come together, and we see them form and stack into 100 gold coins. And he thinks, oh, so it merges like that. But he realizes that it'll be a while before he could buy something because the cheapest thing that's on the list costs about 1,000 coins. But then he zooms in and notices, the blessing of the god of growth, the lowest class god. What is this? It is the lowest class, but it can be more useful than God's crushing index finger. But you starts to get excited because of the growth skill, thinking about the potential growth that he could gain from said skill. As he pushes to gather 1,000 coins, as he continues to tap and tap on his phone all day, he notices something. There's an ant that isn't dying and is dodging every attack that he throws at it. And he thinks, what the? He notices that this ant seems to be bigger and look different compared to the other ants. Instead of being black, it's red, and it's a lot quicker, and wonders if it could possibly be a boss. Then he ferociously taps on the screen, attempting to get rid of the ant, but to no avail. The ant dodges all of Yu's attacks, and he gets furious and says, with my skills and tap revenge, I should be able to beat this ant. But Yu continues to miss, and he realizes that he can't catch an ant that's this quick, and he gets enraged. And then we notice, while all the time he's been tapping on the screen, he's been accumulating points, and now he has over 800. As he continues to crush them in a fit of rage and not necessarily aiming for the red ant, we transition into the nighttime. Bling! The karma of the nameless god has reached 800. There is 200 karma left until you obtain the title of a great evil god that seeks defeat and power. You will be rewarded if you obtain this title. You finally collapses from exhaustion and lays on the bed. And beside him, his phone has a notification. Bling! The authority of the blind god has been activated. Tracking dismissed offering 404. Yu wakes up in the movie theater and wonders how'd he get there. Flustered, he sees a movie on the big screen and becomes entranced. He sees an ant walking across a desert. So this is the true power of the Black Tribe's god, willing to sacrifice his own followers in order to kill me. His wickedness was somewhat to that of a demon. There is no more time to wait. As we zoom in, we notice it's the red ant from before that the protagonist couldn't beat. I must let my fellow brethren know about this as we end this chapter.